what up? This is your boy Rickey Smiley, man, and we are excited to announce that America's Best Contacts and Eyeglasses stores have reopened and already ready to serve you. Hey, the health and safety of patients and staff remains a top priority. Steps have been taken to ensure enhanced sanitation measures are being implemented wherever possible to provide a patient and retail experience that provides for your safety without compromising your quality of care. And we are reopening with fewer appointments and shorter hours. So please visit americasbest.com for the most up-to-date store information. So to book an appointment, call 1-800-2PAIR. That's 1-800-TWOPAIR to be connected to the store nearest you. Already have a valid prescription? Shop online for new glasses or stock up on contact lenses from the convenience of your home. And make sure you visit americasbest.com to shop today. Don't overpay for your eyeglasses. You can get 2 complete pairs of single vision glasses for only $69.95, including a free eye exam. In certain states, eye exams provided by independent doctors of optometry or ophthalmology. Tell the Rickey Smiley sent you. All right, Rickey Smiley Morning Show, bottom of the hour, y'all. I got church in 60 seconds with Pastor Fred coming up. Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all give it up and show your love for the one and only Pastor Fred.
Oh, Lord, I'm riding, trying to make 100. Yeah. 99.
Yes, sir.
I'm running.
Come on.
Trying to make 100.
100.
Yes, sir. 99.
Won't do. Yeah.
Yes.
Love that song.
Those that can and those that can't.
Oh, you preach now. You preach.
In a brief moment of transparency, I must admit, my brothers and sisters, I struggle with procrastination. That's what I said, procrastination. Procrastination. It's Sometimes, Brother Rickey, I tell you, I hate to say it, but sometimes I'm slower than a bow-leg turtle.
Come on.
Yeah. I'm also guilty sometimes of trying to take people with me who aren't designed to go.
All right,
But I'm learning that you have to let some people go. Oh, let my people go. That's what it said. Let my people go.
Yes, sir.
And you know, I'm learning, Mother Brad. Yes. That you got to ease on down. Yeah. You got to ease on down. Down. The Bible said you got to lay aside every weight. Don't you carry nothing.
Come on now.
That might be a load.
You better preach.
Some of y'all got some things on you. You got too much load on you. Cinnamon rolls, donuts, you got too much roll. Yeah. Some of you got rolls on the left side, rolls on the right side, rolls on the front, rolls in the back. Ease on down. Ease on down. Don't you carry nothing that might be a load. Ease on down the road. Come on. I'm going down the road.
Daddy, y'all give it up and show your love for Pastor Fred.
Don't you carry nothing that might be a load.
25 for the top of the hour, y'all. That segment's being brought to you by Walgreens. That's right, man. Now, we all know that summer may look different this year, but Walgreens is making it easier for you to find great deals with their new ways to shop. This summer, shop online, in-store, get select essentials delivered with Postmates. So see Walgreens.com for details. Walgreens. 25 before the top of the hour, y'all. Hey, I got chicken and waffle mix coming up. Rickey Smiley Morning Show. All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Hey, here we go. Chicken and waffle mix, man. Kanye is 43, man. The Kanye chicken and waffle mix, man. Listen, being brought to you by Optima Tax Relief. Stop living in fear of the IRS. Stop lying awake worried about the IRS garnishing your wages and freezing your bank accounts. Call Optima Tax Relief. 800-829-3181. That's 800-829-3181. John Lion, let's go. Lion sound. Hey, appreciate it, man. Booga, booga, boop, 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 boop. Hey, appreciate you, little bro. Hey, Black Tony, what's wrong? What's wrong, man? What's wrong?
But I don't even know, son.
Yeah. Whoa.
I don't even know, son. You know, son, look.
Look. What?
But my little boy, son. My little boy. My little shit. My
I didn't know you had no kids, but how many kids you got, Black Tony?
Man, shit, I got about 5 kids, bro. I got about 5, but I got like 4, it's like 4 impossible. So I can spay.
Like hand of corn. Right.
Like spay him. Cause that other one shot, I don't even know what's up with him, but little shot, my other little boy was 6. My little boy was 6, right?
Yeah.
Jadavian. Little shot.
Yeah.
I think my little boy is 6. I ain't gonna lie to you, cause I think my little boy, you know.
Wait.
I'm just gonna.
Why you gonna say it like that? You say you think your little boy is 6.
You know, son.
What happened? What make you think that?
I'm just stressed out right now. So his mom be trying to get him to listen to the morning show, cause you know his mom be like, you know, look, child, you need to listen to your daddy about the morning show. You need to listen to it. All he want to listen to is Gary with the T-shirt. Then he walk away from the radio. All he want to listen to every morning.
Well, I mean that's not enough to.
He don't want to listen to sports. He don't want to listen to nothing but Gary with the T. And then he walk away from the radio.
All right, so give me another example. What he do to make you think that, Black Son?
He don't need nothing. Every time Mom asks him do, he want a snack. He don't want nothing but popsicle.
All right, that's nothing. Give me something else. Give me something else.
That's all he wanted, popsicle.
All right, give me something else. What else he do that make you think that?
Hey, I showed him some pictures. I love Beyonce. So I showed him some pictures of Beyonce. How he talk about her outfit. He don't never talk about how she fine and then he talk about.
That's not a good example. Give me something else. Give me something else, Black Tony. Yeah.
Look, every time we go to Quick Trips, and I tell him to get something to eat. First thing he get is corn dogs. That's all he wanted to cook.
Give me something. Give me that. That ain't enough. He probably talking. People like, I like corn dogs. Give me something else, Black Tony.
But I just saying, it's the way he eat it, though, Shawty.
How he eat it?
Nothing on it, Shawty. He don't put no ketchup on. He pull the stick out. Just stick it.
No.
Rickey Smiley morning show. When we get over here, get somewhere and sit down. Don't talk to me. Don't look at me. Don't think about me because I'm grown. I'm going to be with the grown folks. You go be with the kids. Understand this. When I say it's time to go, it's time to go. Don't ask can you stay the night. You cannot. Don't ask can they come back over here and stay the night. They cannot. Don't get over here acting like you hungry, like you ain't ate all day. If you do, I'm going to knock fire out of your throat. Don't touch nothing. Don't break nothing. Don't ask for nothing to drink. Don't ask for nothing to eat. Lisa Ann already think her kids is better than everybody else, and they are not. If one of them touch you, you better knock their head off their shoulder. Don't come in there tattling to me about what you think, what you want, and how you feel. When we get ready to go, I tell you how you feel. Is everybody on the same page? Don't play with me. Is y'all ready to go? Don't. Okay, let's go.
Boy, if that ain't Gail Pickett next door to us in Kingston Projects, boy, she used to be telling, she used to be cussing Daenerys and them out like that.
Man, that's fun.
I was sitting on my porch and laughed. Daenerys and Shy and Stephanie, they be lined up on the porch. That's why I played it. I don't know what is my obsession with that. It reminds me of growing up in the projects. Every time Gail and Deborah get ready to take her nieces and nephews somewhere, she'll give them a speech like that. I would be on my porch. And they'll line up and they'll go to the car. They'll get in the back of that big ass Buick and drive off. I'm about in the 7th grade laughing at stuff like this. I was already a comedian. Gary, what you got coming up next?
Coming up next, y'all, Serena Williams, baby. She got the right kind of lover, honey. Her husband. We're going to talk about him next. Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Everything.
All right, Rickey Smiley Morning Show, 5 minutes after the hour, y'all. Listen, man, this Gary is being brought to you by AARP. That's right, it's Black Music Month. So enter for your chance to win the Black Music Month 100 giveaway on Rickey Smiley Morning Show, sponsored by AARP, and click on the RickySmileyMorningShow.com/AARP. What up, Gary?
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning to you. It's Monday, a beautiful, beautiful day in the neighborhood. And here's what's happening in celebrity news, y'all. Serena Williams, y'all. People are raving her as a queen, honey. It's being reported, y'all, that Serena Williams' husband, Alexis Ohanian, y'all, they're saying that this man, y'all, has resigned, honey, as a Reddit board member and called on officials, y'all, to fill his seat with a black candidate to help curb racial hate. Now,
Okay.
remind you, this man created this company. He was one of the co-founders of this company, honey, big multi-million-dollar company. And he's saying, y'all, that he wants to give up his seat effective immediately, y'all, so a black person can have that seat, y'all. And he said he also he wanted to do more, y'all, to support the black community in honor of his beautiful daughter, Alexis Olympia. He's saying his daughter, honey, shares with his 38-year-old wife, honey, Miss Serena Williams, who's black. Isn't that wonderful, y'all? Does that happen?
Absolutely.
I mean,
Change is coming.
It sure is coming, honey. I mean, it is definitely coming because this man say, I want a black person to have this seat. He wants to relinquish his seat off the board, which I'm sure he's going to still have some kind of contact with him or whatever. But, honey.
Well, he's blessed enough to be able to do that. So the people that can do that, should. That's awesome.
Yeah, I wonder if any African-American men would do that for somebody. But anyway, congratulations, Alexis. I mean, that's a great thing, y'all. Moving on in other celebrity news, y'all. A lot of people saying, y'all, we've been cooped up in the house, y'all, for 3 months on quarantine, and it's taking a toll on many couples, y'all, who suddenly realize, y'all, that they don't like each other, y'all. So let's continue to pray for Atlanta Braves outfielder Marcell Ozuna. They're saying his beautiful wife hit him in the face with a soap dish after they had an argument, over some situation. Now they're saying, y'all, he suffered a facial injury when his wife, Genesis, threw a soap dish at him a couple of weeks ago. Now they're saying that the medics were called to the scene where they treated a small laceration on his face, y'all. And they're saying that Ozuna drove himself to the police station to file a police report on his beautiful wife, Miss Genesis.
Man, usually women named Genesis don't do stuff like that.
I know. That's a Bible name, isn't it?
Genesis used to make good grades in school, valedictorian. And so, what you think about that, Kay? Do Genesis fight like that?
No, Genesis don't usually do that. Chicks named Chantel, they do that.
Right, but not Genesis.
My little brother daughter named Genesis. She will tear you up.
But once they get grown, they calm down, and Genesis kind of have it together. But I ain't never heard of it. This is my first time in my life hearing of a Genesis that fight.
And Hyundai named a car after her too, honey, Genesis. So I don't know. Let's keep them lifted up in prayer, y'all. And then my final story, y'all. Let's continue praying, y'all, for the LeBron James family, y'all, and the Dwayne Wade family. I don't know if y'all heard the shocking news, but it's being reported that LeBron James' oldest son, y'all, Bronny James, is over people constantly, y'all, asking him if he would date Dwayne Wade's transgender child, Zaya Wade. Now, they're saying that
who asked that?
People have been asking him that. They're saying Zaya 13 was born a boy named Zaya, but he changed his name in 2019 after coming out during a Pride parade in Miami. They're saying Bronny Wade, 15, was repeatedly asked a question during his Twitch live stream session. The star high school player was asked by someone if he'd date Zaya Wade. And he said, did I just hear that? Bronny said, while frowning. And then they're saying in another interview while playing at a basketball game, a fan asked Bronny would smash Zaya, and he looked perplexed, and he said, why would you ask me that? And they said before asking his followers to flame the person for asking the question, they say Bronny, who is heterosexual, has come under scrutiny for mentioning the type of females he is attracted to on TikTok. Now, black females were upset when Bronny declared his preference for light-skinned, exotical, or Hispanic women. And I remembered when that happened, when Dwayne,
why would somebody ask him that as a child, something like that?
15-year-old, exactly.
So disrespectful and stupid.
Yeah, but they probably was upset because when I got to
and then you're upset if you say whatever ethnicity or type of woman you like, the woman that you don't choose, everybody get mad.
Yeah,
people like what they like.
Just for the record, at 15, you like any woman.
Right.
Right. Well, the black females, they said, were very upset, honey, when Bronny declared his preference, and so now they asked him.
Got no business asking no 15-year-old.
They asking him
like
what?
They asked him what his preference was with women, what color, and he said light skin.
But what difference does it make? What difference does it make? People date whoever they want to date, and people are attracted. That don't make you a bad person if you're attracted to somebody dark skinned. That don't make you a bad person if you're attracted to somebody light skinned. You like who you like, and you like what you like. So if you go to Burger King and don't go to McDonald's, everybody that eat McDonald's mad at you because you choose Burger King.
Right.
That's stupid. Stupid as hell. And you're asking questions like that just to be messy, just to be negative, just to have something to say, just to have a reason to attack somebody. And but you know what I'm saying? Did anybody ask your mama why she dated your daddy?
All right, the color today is saffron here on the hand. You say saffron on the lawn. Say, Ricky, why is this damn fly keep flying around me?
Because you need to take a bath.
I took a bath last night.
It's a little dusty this morning, man.
heart this morning. It's spicy right now.
Glenn and 3 up next. All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Coming up next, man, we got attorney Glenn and 3, man, and we're going to be talking about a whole lot of stuff about defunding the police and a lot more stuff going on. Coming up next, you don't want to miss it. 14 after the hour, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. All right, y'all, the same as me and Marty about protect my car. That's right. These days, man, you got to do whatever you got to do to save money. One of our biggest expenses can be our cars, especially when the unexpected repair bills hit. Not anymore. So if you own a car, truck, SUV made from 1999 or higher, you can stop paying for car repairs. That's right. You may not have to pay a penny to have it repaired. Just dial ** car on your mobile phone now to see if you qualify. You must have an automobile made from 1999 or higher, and all repairs for your engine, transmission, and much more can become a thing of the past. Dial ** car on your mobile phone today and get your car protected before the next repair bill hits. Plus, free roadside assistance, free towing, free car rental, and free oil changes. Just dial ** car on your mobile phone now to see if your car qualifies. That's ** car. Never pay for car repairs again. Just dial ** car on your mobile phone now. Restrictions may apply. Plans and costs for coverage may vary. Car Protect My Car for details.
The Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
It's the front page news. It's what's trending now.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Listen, 23 minutes after the hour, y'all, we got the one and only attorney Glenn and 3 on the phone. We got a whole lot of stuff going on this morning. Glenn, good morning.
Good morning, Ricky, and good morning to your radio audience.
Hey, man, we really appreciate you coming on this morning, Glenn. And a lot of stuff going on. The officer who had his knee on George Floyd's neck, Derek Chauvin, is going to be set for a hearing today. Now, what's going to happen at this hearing, and what does all that mean?
Well, this is his first appearance, Ricky, since the charges were upgraded to second-degree murder. And the thing that's surprising and ironic about this is that the court system is going out its way to make sure that Derek Chauvin and the other police officers in this case get what's called procedural due process, which means that not only do they have to be treated fairly from the substantive aspects of the case, but the process by which they are prosecuted has to be done in the right way to protect their rights. Now, that you contrast that with the fact that he arrested, detained, and gave the death sentence to George Floyd on a street in Minneapolis. And so we're so concerned about protecting the rights of these police officers, and that procedural due process requirement is the reason for the hearing today. It'll be his initial appearance. He'll be confronted with the charges, and he'll have an opportunity to enter a plea.
Hey, Glenn, I know this is off the subject a little bit. I'll ask you. I'm going to say that because we're going to talk on the phone, because I got something big that I really want to have a conversation about the athletes. The NCAA athletes, man, pretty much don't know how much power that they really have. But, let's say that one for another, because I almost asked you that because it's like bothering me. Because did you see what Dabo Swinney said? Dabo Swinney had on the shirt that said football matters. And Clemson quarterback agree. How do you feel about that?
I think that what that does is it trivializes the depth of the problem, and it's an attempt to bastardize the meaning of the movement. It takes something that is a world-changing event and tries to apply it to something like sports. And I mean, I love football as much as you do, Ricky, but it is not a life-changing event like people getting killed by the police. And so it's exploitative. It's just exploitation. I can't think of a better word to describe it, and it's abhorrent.
Yeah, and for a coach, a national championship coach that's from Birmingham, like Dabo Swinney, for him to wear something like that, but never make a video or tweet about, from what I saw, about George Floyd's death. What does that say for all the moms that's taking their kids down there to Clemson?
It's pimping, Ricky, is what it is. Is the best way to describe it. It's somebody trying to get benefit off of somebody else's pain.
Wow. All right, y'all. The Minneapolis City Council is talking about defunding the police. Now, how does break that down for us?
The way that works, Ricky, and here's the reason that people have resorted to that, which many people will think is excessive. But what has happened is that when you look at the role of policing in the United States, going all the way back to during slavery, when they had slave catchers that used the same badges that many police departments use now to go out and catch runaway slaves and bring them back. Then we had Jim Crow Reconstruction. We also had convict labor in Alabama, where the police would go out and arrest people, and then local sheriffs would have them work in coal mines, and the sheriffs would be paid money by the operators of the mines, and the convicts, of course, would get nothing. And so, and then you moved down into the 60s, where you had people like Frank Rizzo and Bull Connor. So the history of the police and the minority community is one that's been just, it's been covered in blood and pain for us for years. And so the problem now with police departments is that most of them have unions, and so the unions have contracts that stop things from happening. Let me give you an example. Derek Chauvin had 18 complaints. Of those 18 complaints, he got 2 disciplinary citations. Both of them were letters of reprimand. We can't find out what he was disciplined for. We can't know the deliberations that occurred. We can't even see the letters because it's prohibited by union contracts with police unions, and they're very similar contracts with most of the police unions in the country. And so we tried to tweak that problem unsuccessfully for years. It hasn't worked. And so I think Minneapolis just decided, well, to hell with this. We've tried to fix it. I heard the president of the Minneapolis City Council on the radio this morning, and she says, we've had 2 minority police chiefs, and they have not been able to change the culture of this police department because they've been met with resistance from the police federation. And so we just decided to get rid of the whole thing. The illusion of it, Ricky, is that people think, well, what are we going to do about violent crime? Well, violent crime represents only about 5% of the crime in the country anyway. And in many cities, the clearance rate on things like murder is only 40%. So if you had a business that only had a 40% success rate, you think about doing something new.
Wow. Man, it's so much stuff, man. This stuff is heavy. Real quick, let me throw one more at you. So how is this having everything that's going on with the coronavirus, unemployment, and everything that's going on with the protests all over the country, all over the world, as a matter of fact, 18 countries. How does that make the president of the United States look in a re-election campaign?
Well, it makes him look like he's not in control. And the thing I think about when I look at the Trump presidency right now is I look at what our country was like before he was president. And look at it now. We've got civilian unrest in almost every major city and most of the minor cities in our country. Massive unemployment. A pandemic that could have been stopped or certainly could have been slowed had we had leadership. And then our president is hiding in a bunker behind a metal wrought iron fence in the White House, and he's trying to issue edicts. And mayors all over the country. I was pleased to see the way Muriel Bowser, the mayor of Washington D.C., handled him. So we are not better off than we were 4 years ago. And so I think that ultimately, even Republicans, people like Mitt Romney, Lisa Murkowski, General Mattis, and others are deciding now that they can't. This is not sustainable. 4 more years of this is not sustainable, Ricky. And even the people of his own party are starting to admit it now.
Right. But you know what would be a dream come true? If I see all of these college football head coaches from HBCUs and the D1 schools or whatever, these head coaches, man, if you really love your black players, because your black players got black cousins that are men and them, because ain't nobody gonna ride around in their car with a Clemson University shoulder pads and helmet on, or Auburn shoulder pads and helmet on, or whatever, and get pulled over by the police, and the police not shoot them because they got on the Alabama Crimson Tide jersey and Alabama helmet. You understand what I'm saying? And
I do.
It has an effect on all those players, and if these players and these players' parents don't start tweeting out, and everybody need to be blowing up Dabo Swinney, just like y'all blew up Drew Brees or whatever. He said some real disrespectful stuff in the past, and just kind of really blew off the situation with taking a knee and Black Lives Matter or whatever. He said some of the same things that Drew Brees has stated, and people need to challenge him and push back on him, because just because you won some national championship don't mean that, you know what I'm saying, you get away with that without being challenged. And it needs to be a real conversation, because we out there on the football field making them millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars. Millions. Players don't get nothing. And then they having a movement just where they won't get killed after they leave your university, and you won't even stand up for the players that's making you look good when you win national championships. And I swear, when you see everybody from the NBA, the NFL, and all D1, D2 schools or whatever walk out and you get these, I promise you, that will get the ball rolling. The people, the powers that be will be like, anything you want, whatever you want. Because let me tell you something, one thing about America loves its sports and its sports team, with professional and collegiate and high school. And so I just want to encourage that and ask parents to have that conversation with their kids, and hit up Dabo Swinney and let him know what you think about this Football Matters t-shirt or whatever, while we having a movement with Black Lives Matter, because that's just so, he's just so tone deaf. Am I right or wrong, Glenn?
You're completely right, Ricky. He's trying to exploit the pain of people who resorted to these protests because nothing else worked, and he's trying to use it to make a dollar, and that's always been the case. That's why I called it pimping, because he's trying to take advantage of somebody else's pain and work to make a benefit to himself. I remember when Kurt Flood fought Major League Baseball to get free agency. Sports is a business, and the players forget that. I remember something my dad told me years ago, Rick. He said, son, never forget they traded Willie Mays. If they will trade Willie Mays, nobody in professional sports or college sports is safe, Ricky, because they are business. They are part of something that is much greater than themselves. And when they fight it, they need to understand what the true nature of college sports is.
There it is. Glenn, let everybody know how you can be reached.
You can reach me on Twitter at G3 and follow me. I'll follow you back, and let's keep the conversation going. And remember, Black Lives Matter. All right, y'all. Appreciate that, man. The one and only attorney, Glenn 3. Man, appreciate that, man. That was deep right there. Love that conversation. Y'all blow up Dabo Swinney this morning and let him know what's up. All right, y'all. More Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up. All right, Rickey Smiley Morning Show, 19 before the top of the hour, y'all. This segment's being brought to you by AARP Black Music Month. That's right. Enter for your chance to win the Black Music Month $100 giveaway on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show, sponsored by AARP. Click on the RickeySmileyMorningShow.com/AARP. All right, y'all, 19 before the top of the hour, y'all. More crazy Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up. Here's Verdale.
Did you miss me?
Hey, let me tell y'all something. That'll be cool as hell if Tommy Davidson and Uncle Charlie do that song together and mix those two songs well and say at the end, do you miss me? All right, Verdale and Uncle Charlie, y'all. Hey, coming up, man, I got presidential poll numbers. You ain't gonna believe this. So fascinating. Up next, you don't want to miss this Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Rickey Smiley Morning Show, 12 minutes before the top of the hour. Listen, so we got comedian extraordinaire Special K. So K, we got some polling numbers between Trump and Biden, because everybody knows that Joe Biden is going to be the Democratic nominee. And what are polls saying?
Well, as of today, former Vice President Joe Biden leads against Trump in a new head-to-head poll from Quinnipiac University, which has the Democratic nominee up 11 points. And independents favor Biden over Trump 47 to 36%. And then the swing states, in the important swing states, in Florida, Biden is leading Trump by 4 points, 46 to 42%.
Wow.
And he leads Trump, this is big, he leads Trump by 10 points among voters 65 and older. And you know,
that's Trump's, a big deal, because all of them come out
constituency.
To vote. Yeah.
Also in Pennsylvania, a Fox News poll has Biden leading Trump by 8 points. Let's see, again, he leads among baby boomers by 7 points. Fox News also had Biden leading by 8 points in Michigan. And let's see, all three polls have Trump with a negative favorability rating and Biden with a positive favorability rating. The events of the last couple of weeks have not looked good for Donald Trump, especially that little stunt that he pulled when he called in the military to, push back those protesters, those peaceful protesters, so he could do the little Bible, the Bible photo op stunt.
So what do you think at this point they're going to do to suppress it? Because I don't see Trump winning. I don't see him winning Pennsylvania, and I do not see him winning Michigan, which are two states. And it's almost a dead heat in the state of Texas, and now Arizona has come into play.
Right, which nobody saw that coming. But this is all prior to, I guess February, when this whole COVID thing became a real thing.
Right.
And then at the end of March and April, when people saw that Trump had really, really mishandled this thing badly. Right. And then you add on top of that the civil unrest that's going on, which is starting to look like a generational movement, not just a situation, not just an incident. So he really, the White House, from what everything I'm reading, is scrambling for a new message for Trump, because it was keep America great, but
right.
When you look around the country, half the country on fire, and folks still dying from the COVID. I mean, unemployment in the 40 plus million people unemployed,
and racism
at an all-time high. He don't really have a message. He don't have anything to rely on.
I think this is a possibility. I think George W. Bush and some of those generals are going to end up speaking at the Democratic National Convention, and probably Mitt Romney as well. And if you do that right there, you get undecided voters and people in the middle that'll come over and vote for Joe Biden. So I think people know that, and how Trump idolized dictators like Putin and different ones, and it seemed like he go against United States allies.
But you know what I think, Rick? Without getting real deep into the weeds of the politics of this thing, I think on a real basic level, people are just tired. Trump has worn everybody out. You know, it's just like people want to get back to a normal feeling of things are under control. 80% of the country feels like things are going in the wrong direction, feels like we're out of control. And that makes people very anxious and nervous.
There it is.
People look at Trump as a drunk driver.
There it is,
Joe Biden is the designated driver.
More Rickey Smiley Morning Show up next.
All that.
The Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Man, it's time is being brought to you by AARP Black Music Month Song of the Week. That's right, man. It's time for AARP Black Music Month Song of the Week. June is Black Music Month, so I got some good ones right here, man. And today's song right here, go and drop that thing, man. Listen, man, I want to thank you by Alicia Myers. Gary, this your song right here.
Yes.
Yeah, what, how does that make you feel, Gary?
Oh, it makes me feel like a sunny day.
Here we go, y'all. Oh, Lord, man. Rickey Smiley Morning Show, this song. Hold on, Brett. It's being brought to you by AARP and the Rickey Smiley Morning Show, celebrating Black Music Month, man. Thank y'all for this wonderful opportunity, man. Songs that in your head all day. Brett, what does it mean to you?
Everything, man. It's jamming. It's a pick-me-up. Ooh, I want to thank you, Heavenly Father, for shining your light on me. You woke me up this morning and slid me in my house shoes. You didn't have to do it, but you did. Ooh, without your love. I don't want to move until they send me you.
Brett.
Yeah.
Brett, I swear, if I had some roller skates right now.
Oh, I know you would tear up
man,
right
me,
now.
baby Tony, Tamp. Boy, we would be, I'd tear that up, right? And dudes don't even supposed to skate to that, but that's a man law violation to skate to that song, but I'll get with it.
That beat breaks the rules, honey. It's jamming. They give you some jazz, some blues, some gospel.
It did break off in the jazz. And Brad, what part of your childhood that remind you of?
Man, just my mama and daddy at my grandmama's house together, chilling, barbecue, cookouts, and everybody just grooving in the backyard while the food cooking with plates in their hand, beer. Yeah!
What kind of beer, Brad?
They had that, what's the one that Billy D, they used to love Billy D, so they buy that beer. Colt 45.
Oh, y'all, see, I'm from Alabama back then. Grandma and them was drinking Pabst Blue Ribbon.
Yep. PBR.
We've heard of that.
Oh, man, you ain't never heard of the big mouth, man, the Pabst Blue Ribbon? Man, that big ass.
Man.
What is like drinking out of a jug, Brett, don't play with me. Brett, don't come back to this radio show for the rest of the week because you disrespectful. You ain't never heard of.
I don't drink beer. Like, I don't drink. So
you ain't know your grandma was saying she ain't drink Pabst Blue Ribbon. Boy, I had my grandma used to pop open that Pabst Blue Ribbon with that big ass top, man. What? Drinking out a little miniature barrel, pretty much.
My other grandma drank, but they had Colt 45, baby. They love love Billy D, so they were supportive.
Man, my grandma never would play that after they little club meeting. They had a social and savings club where they split all the money up at Christmas. More Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up. Hey, we are excited to announce that America's Best Contacts and Eyeglasses stores have reopened and ready to serve you. Hey, the health and safety of patients and staff remains a top priority. Steps have been taken to ensure enhanced sanitation measures are being implemented wherever possible to provide a patient and retail experience that provides for your safety without compromising your quality of care. And we are reopening with fewer appointments and shorter hours. So please visit americasbest.com for the most up-to-date store information. So to book an appointment, call 1-800-2-PAIR. That's 1-800-TWOPAIR to be connected to the store nearest you. Already have a valid prescription? Shop online for new glasses or stock up on contact lenses from the convenience of your home. And make sure you visit americasbest.com to shop today. Do not overpay for your eyeglasses. You can get 2 complete pairs of single vision glasses for, listen, wait a minute, only $69.95, including a free eye exam. All right? America's Best. In certain states, eye exams provided by independent doctors of optometry or ophthalmology. Hey, tell them Rickey Smiley sent you. Hey, it's 10 minutes after that. Black American, can y'all do me a favor? Everybody from B-More all the way down, from Delaware all the way down to Miami Gardens, from all the way across to Houston, Texas, back up to Dallas and Oklahoma. Can everybody do me a favor, please? Everybody.
What's that?
Can y'all please ignore self-hating? Damn it, y'all ignore Candace Owens. Leave her. I'm tired now. Ignore her. She's self-hating, Trump supporting, hate black people, hate herself, gaslighting. Stop making her famous. It's gonna always be people like that. Take all of that energy while you're sharing her video. Share a video on getting all these NBA players and NFL players and different people to walk out to get these universities and billionaires to be like, hey, what's up? Hey, hey, what can we do to help you with your cause? Ignore Candace Owens. You want to okay that special case? Is that?
Oh yeah, please just stop sharing the stuff. Stop saying it to people.
Why are you shocked?
Irrelevant.
Why is everybody shocked?
She's irrelevant.
Right. Boy, she remind me of a lame ass chick I used to talk to, talking about she don't vote. So I ain't call her no more. Man, I hit that thing though. Anyway, hey.
We're gonna let her get out the back door.
No, but
little non-voting candidate.
Yes, sir. So let me hit that before I let you go. She was fine. She had no brain, but she was thick. Hey, listen here. Special K got man law violations. Man law violation Monday's a thing. Don't get offended. It's man law violation.
It's not about toxic masculinity. It's about some things a man just can't do. Are we going right now?
Yeah, like what?
Like some things you just can't do. Like Rick, I think y'all might agree with me. You cannot.
Do we have music? Do we have music for that? Whatever happens, it's supposed to be Maxwell. What's the song by Maxwell? What's the name of the song by Maxwell?
That's on me. I told Dave we didn't have no music with it, but okay.
We did. It used to be Maxwell.
Sure did.
Yeah, you can jump on in with it.
Yeah, if you can find it, they just play it low in the background. But these are real man law.
These are things that just, as a man, it upsets other men when you do this. As a man, you cannot go to Advanced Auto Parts or AutoZone and had a guy to come out and put your windshield wiper blades on for you. You got to know how to do that. It's okay if your wife go and ask, but bruh, you cannot go and ask another grown man to come and replace your windshield wiper blades. Even if you put them on wrong, dog, just put them on wrong, get home and work on it. Do not go in there and ask that dude, because he gonna look at you some kind of way, bro.
Oh man, they will at AutoZone. They will come from behind the register and help you with something, though. They real nice.
Yeah, but you just can't ask for them to help you with that. Don't let them put them blades on. You know what I'm saying, Rob?
Right.
I'm right there with you, dog.
Especially if your woman with you, man, she gonna lose so much respect for you, bro.
Yeah.
Even if you put them on backwards, you good.
Bruh, just let her think you did it right, bruh. I'm telling you.
Right.
Look,
and hope that it ain't raining.
Now, here's another one.
Yeah.
You can only compliment another man's outfit if you use aggressive language.
Right.
You cannot compliment another dude's outfit nicely.
Like
you gotta be like, hey, boy, that suit hard, boy. Hey, boy, that suit. Hey, man, that suit tight right there, man. I like that. That's hard right there.
Well, what you can't say?
You can't say, oh my God, Ricky, that color looks so good on your skin tone. That suit is really, the way that suit fits you, it fits you just perfect. It's really nice. Because if I said that to you, you wouldn't speak to me no more.
Say what, Gary?
Me and my friends, I tell my friend, girl, that's a nice ensemble. You can't say it's a nice ensemble.
Point made. Point made. If you get out the shower and put on underwear and a t-shirt, you have got to put the drawers on first. You cannot.
No t-shirt.
Boy, bruh. You put that t-shirt on first and your wife or your girlfriend walk in that bathroom and you Winnie the Pooh in it.
Winnie the Pooh.
Got nothing over the top, bro. You a grown man with nothing over the t-shirt, dog, man. You cannot do that.
He said Winnie the Pooh in it. What is Winnie the Pooh? Man,
yeah, Donald Duck in it.
He Donald Duck.
You can't Donald Duck it, bro. They only wear a shirt and no bottoms. That do not fly if you are over 4 years old. That do not fly. I want to see that.
Yeah, because you all the people you see do that is the babies when they're taking their pamper off. Like Grayson does that.
Exactly. Exactly. You can't walk around as a grown man with just a t-shirt on, dog. That is.
And what's the last one? Okay, what's the last one?
Okay. If you're in the shower and your partner at the crib, you can't ask him to bring you a towel. Like, you can't say, hey, man, bring me a towel.
Toilet paper.
You better air dry. I'm not bringing you no towel or toilet paper. You can't ever say to, Rick, here's the last one. And if you at your partner crib, y'all watching TV and y'all are appropriately seated on different sofas, you cannot take off your shoes and sit on one of your legs and watch TV.
What's up? Get out of bed. The Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
The Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Hey, real quick, y'all can go to RS Comedy to vote on my Instagram. People have been complaining that Larry Blackman from Cameo was still wearing his cup, the red cup, and we got pictures and want to know should he retire the cup or not, because Cameo is going to always still be one of the best groups ever. So if you think Cameo should retire the cup, and you look at the picture and you can vote for yourself.
It's all right, baby.
Ow.
Like an over.
Entertainment. It's the front page on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
So if y'all, oh Lord, 22 minutes after hour, y'all go to RS Comedy if y'all want to vote whether Larry Blackman from Cameo should retire the red cup. Still perform, but retire the cup. How long, how many more years he got to wear the cup? Go to RS Comedy to vote. Now, would say rock?
No, dog. No.
It's like an overripe strawberry.
A man law violation.
Thank you.
Man. Boy, that's a classic, ain't it?
It
made it sound sweet.
It was like a nice pinto, baby.
Let us know what you think. You want to see the picture? Go to RS Comedy.
Oh, my God.
Retire the cup or nah?
Yes.
Hey.
Retire it.
The segment is being brought to you by Urban One. That's right. Help make a difference in one of the most important elections of our lifetime. Register to vote today at newsone.com/vote. Brought to you by Urban One. That's right. Brought to you by Urban One.
You try to
do it over. This segment is being brought to you by Urban One. Help make it. I can't see because the screen blurred. Wait a minute. Let me start over. This segment is being brought to you by Urban One. Help make a difference. Help make a difference in one of the most important elections of our lifetime. Make sure you register to vote today at newsone.com/vote. Brought to you by Urban One and one vote represent the vote. All right, time right now is 26 minutes after the hour. Eva, good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, everybody, and happy Monday. I'm Eva Marcel here with your top news stories. Derek Chauvin, the Minneapolis officer who was filmed kneeling on George Floyd's neck, is due in court today for a hearing. Also, the Minneapolis City Council voted to dismantle and defund the city's entire police department. In other news, a third and final memorial service will be held today in Houston for George Floyd. The funeral services and burial will be tomorrow. Joe Biden, who became the official Democratic presidential nominee over the weekend, was expected to attend the funeral, but he's reportedly not doing so because he didn't want to cause any disruption from his Secret Service protection. However, he will be in Houston to meet with the family. And speaking of Joe Biden, more Republicans appear to be supporting him. Former Secretary of State Colin Powell announced that he will vote for Joe. Senator Mitt Romney, who became the first Republican senator to march in the protest this weekend, won't be voting for Trump this fall. And there are reports that President George W. Bush may not be voting for Trump either. Now, in other news, Tropical Storm Cristobal dumped several inches of rain on the New Orleans area yesterday and is now heading north. And last, remember everyone, elections are still happening. So Georgia and South Carolina, get out and vote tomorrow, June 9th. All right. That was a quick look at your headline news. For more stories, log on to the Rickey Smiley Morningshow.com. Rock T, what's going on in sports, my brother?
We're going to talk about the NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell released a video over the weekend admitting that they were wrong for not listening to NFL players earlier and now has 100% support and believe in the Black Lives Matter movement. He said without black players, there would be no NFL. So expect all teams to, this is my opinion right here, I believe that all teams will be kneeling during the national anthem in this upcoming season once they get everything back going. And as I said last week, I truly believe that they're going to have to bring back quarterback Colin Kaepernick on somebody's roster. Now, it would be very interesting if they did do that and sign that boy to the New Orleans Saints because of what Drew Brees just recently said. Regardless on if Drew Brees, is forgiven and he does not retire and sticks and tries to hang this thing out. But speaking of Drew Brees, rapper Master P has came out and said he disagrees with what Drew Brees said, but he forgives him. Now he said, get your butt out here with us and help us lead these protests out here. So we'll see what happens, man, with the whole Colin Kaepernick thing. But I really do think that he's going to be on somebody's roster this year. The Briggity Tickety Tag got the hot spot right now. Let's go.
All right, 29 minutes after the hour. Brad got your hot spot. What up, Brad?
What up, Ricky? Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brad Tat, and this is the Hot Spot where we bring you music, movies, and more. So let's get off into this thing. Lil Wayne has clarified the comments on George Floyd and police brutality. During a recent interview with Fat Joe, he had said, we got to get more specific, and what I meant by that is we got to stop viewing it from such a broad view, meaning we have to stop placing the blame on the whole force and the whole everybody of a certain race or everybody with a badge. Well, this past Friday's episode of Young Money Radio, he clarified his statement saying, first of all, my life was saved when I was young. He said I was 12 or something. He said, I think I shot myself. He said I was saved by a white cop. Uncle Bob, you have to understand the way I view police, period. I was saved by a white cop. Matter of fact, let me let you hear what he had to say. Oh, man. Well, let me keep on going. He continued, there was a bunch of black cops that jumped over me when they saw me at the door laying on the floor with that hole in my chest, and he refused to. He said, those black cops jumped over me, ran through my crib, and said they found a gun. They said, we found this, we found that. He said, the white cop said, I found a baby on the floor and said, I need to get him to a hospital. Wayne said he did not wait for an ambulance. He took his car and he had somebody drive it and he made sure that he lived. He said, that's Uncle Bob and Uncle Bob's story. And he also admitted that he's had a lot of racial encounters with people and recently on a private plane a couple of months ago. So he's letting y'all know why it's not every cop, because a white cop saved his life or he said he would be dead.
Right. Wow, that's deep.
Isn't that deep?
Yeah, that's deep. That's a good, testimony.
Yeah, because it's like he's got a reason to not want to blame everybody because we all blaming all of them anyway. Moving on, y'all.
A lot of them is to blame because the ones that don't do stuff, they stand by and they don't do anything about the bad cops when they doing stuff. So it's a reason why the whole world is protesting in 18 countries. It's something definitely wrong with the criminal justice system. So
that's right. Whew. All right, y'all. Well, moving on, we got Michael B. Jordan calling out Hollywood during the protest. He said he wants them to follow up on the commitment to 50-50 gender parity with the commitment to black hiring at all levels on the filmmaking process. He said, where's the challenge to commit to black hiring, black content led by black executives, black consultants? He added, are you policing our storytelling as well? Let us bring our darkness to the light. What y'all think about that?
Yeah, I mean, why are we at it? We need to protest everything. It's just systemic racism.
Yeah.
All across the board, not just police stuff, man. Just all black head coaches, just all the way across the board. Black NBA owners, black NFL owners, more black head coaches in the NFL, just all across the board. I use sports because I'm a big sports fan, but just all across the board, Hollywood, executive producers,
music,
everything.
Business, corporate America.
Is there any
education?
Is there any black-owned music corporation, company, like black-owned?
The independent ones, but not like a Sony or a Capitol
Exactly, because you got people deciding what music gets played and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot.
Right. Well, y'all, moving on, last but not least, India Arie has denied that she's been dating Chris Tucker for the past 13 years after the news broke last week. Okay, they were saying they had been dating for 13 years. She said, woo, child, that's some strong black love. But she said, no, I am not dating at Chris Tucker. She said, we went on a date or two. Apparently, that was 13 years ago. She said, I really don't even remember. So it may or may not have been 13 years ago. Yes, they went on a date, but they are not dating. And we're going to wrap the hot spot up on that note, y'all. To get caught up on those stories and more, you can go to RickySmileyMorningShow.com. I'm your girl, Brett Tat Tat. Coming up next, we got our boy, Chef Kurt Boutro with that quarantine cuisine, and we got that praise mix down. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
That's right, man. Brett, segment is being brought to you by Walgreens. That's right, man. We all know that summer may look a little different this year, and Walgreens is making it easier for you to find great deals with summer. Shop online and in store, or get select essentials delivered with Postmates. See Walgreens.com for details. Walgreens. All right, y'all. More Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
The Rickey Smiley Morning Show, baby.